Post is one of our core public services and one that has many fantastic people working within it. And over the last 2 weeks, I've had the opportunity to engage with two groups of people that have concerns about our post service. The first is in regards to post delivery. The Grove Park and Glasnevin areas of my constituency have had significant disruptions in their post services as a result of issues around recruitment and rosters and so on. And as you know, Tánaiste, people really rely on their post services. I've had examples of bank cards arriving late, of people missing oncology appointments as a result, and it is really important. But it is important that An Post is able to respond to that challenge as well. And secondly, I met with a group of urban postmasters, and a group that often are forgotten around the viability of urban post offices, local post offices in villages right across the north side of Dublin. They are having viability issues. Their rural colleagues are often talked about. If we don't have a reliable post service and we don't have a post office network, we will suffer from that. I do welcome the viability funding that was provided by government. I think that's really important. Tánaiste, I would ask you if you could assist me with trying to improve the post service in that local Grove Park and Glasnevin area. You might contact An Post on my behalf. And secondly, if you can assure me that we will support urban postmasters.
So thanks very much, Deputy McAuliffe, and I'll certainly do those things, and on your behalf and on behalf of your constituents, make contact via the Minister with An Post in relation to the local post office postal services, disruption services that people are experiencing. Can I say, when I think back to the COVID period of time, and it was a very difficult period of time in our country, some of the unsung heroes I actually think of are the postmen and postwomen, because I remember we didn't even have to ask them. We didn't have to ask them. They contacted the government and said, we know where the vulnerable people live in our community, because we go to their house every day. And they offered to do things, and they didn't nothing about terms and conditions. They just rolled up their sleeves and they got involved. They represent the very best of our community spirit as well. It is important. And it's important, you're also right, when we have these conversations, that they don't neatly divide between urban and rural. So I'm proud we're in a government that has a good track record at supporting the postal network, and I'll certainly raise the specific issues that you've raised with the Minister for Communications, and ask that he raise them with An Post.
Thank you, Deputy Borough.
Thank you, in both in Australia and UK, there is in Australia there's a very high